Good morning, people. It is Thursday, the 20th of June. Welcome back to the asylum. Well, it's TDA the day after. You know what that is. It's your favorite news platform, and it's the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. I'm guessing by now, you know, it's only me and Brent in the building.
All right.
So we're here. Good morning, you beautiful people. Anybody you want to big up, Brent?
All right, let me just run through the chat. Thank you very much for chilling there patiently. We were running a little bit late today. All sorts of madness was happening behind the scenes. So thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you girls, thank you girls, thank you non-binaries, the rest of y'all. Good morning, Black Mara. Good morning, T. Good morning, Davina. Good morning, G Love. Good morning, Chijoke. Good morning, Amy Snowglow. Good morning, TJ. Good morning, DCF Mooks. Hey, where's your character? When is it possible for you to run your character that I gave you, the Mastron one, on your thingamajiggy so that when you type, or you can make a different YouTube and have Margs or Eva Killy and then put your picture up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be better.
All right, sweet. Just make a new Gmail, innit?
I think you can use the same no behavior one and create a new channel on there and still have access to it. Just switch it. I got Bear on one of them.
All right, cool. I'll swear.
Yeah. So that means you don't have to create a new Gmail because it's a bit of a hassle as well. Good morning, Teddy Tibbs. Good morning, Esquire. Good morning, Christy. That's the wrong one. I'm not pressing anymore. Good morning, Flowtree. Good morning, Ramsey. Good morning, Babiel. Good morning, Easy Bambino. Good morning, Toby Sahid. Good morning, Andrew Archibald. Good morning, Mel S. Good morning, Mav 4K. Good morning, everybody. I have something to show you. I want your opinion on this. I saw it on a timeline, and I was in two minds, to be honest.
Go on.
Let's see. Let's play this clip.
Sending the other family money. Can we normalize sending the other family money for play dates? So recently, my daughter had a friend over, and I asked her mom for money, and this is how it went. So after the play date, I texted her mom and I said, thanks for letting Jamie play today. Please help out with your share of the expenses for the play date, totaling $15 via Venmo. Let's do it again sometime, because I can't keep doing these play dates if it's so expensive. And she said, expenses? And I said, yeah, she used supplies and food while she was here. And this way we can do this more often without a monetary obligation on just one party, right? Makes sense. Now, she didn't say much, but she did say what supplies. And of course I wrote them down. There was chalk, applesauce, fruit. She sat on the couch, so that's wear and tear. She actually broke a toy. She had 3 juice boxes. She went to the bathroom. She had yogurt. Then she actually sent the money, and I sent her a message thanking her for it, of course. She didn't say anything else, but I said, you know, this will make it easier for us to do more play dates in the future. So what do you guys think?
What do you think, Mags?
If you can't afford it and you're looking after someone's youth, then fair play. But I don't know. Adding wear and tear for sitting on the sofa is crazy. She might have lost me or wear and tear for sitting on the sofa.
So why was it there that she lost you? Because, just there.
Huh?
Is it then you saw the real, like, miserly nature of her character?
I wouldn't judge her character. You don't know her financial situation. She's looking after your youth. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? That she's come, she took your youth, and she set up the play date. You had your free time to do whatever you was doing with it. And if she literally can't afford it, she can't afford it. So she was honest enough to tell you that, yo, send me some money to ease the burden over here, and we can do this all the time. She was honest with you, I suppose.
So until that particular point, you're fine with that, right? You send your little one over to his brethren, and you get a message, whether on Instagram or Twitter, from the carer. You're fine with running the money over so far.
15 quid.
Yeah.
Take it.
And it's less because it's the dollars, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tenner. Well, what, you need a tenner? Yeah, there you go.
Fair.
Because I'm going to assume you wouldn't have said this to me if you didn't really need it.
Okay, all right. And then when it got to wear and tear,
oh my,
sitting on the sofa,
yeah,
she put a yogurt pot in there.
I might have checked that. I might have checked that. I might ask. This kid ain't coming back to your house. On God, this kid ain't coming back to you. You're sick. Wear and tear for sitting on the sofa.
Yeah.
You move like he's a dog. Is he chewing on the arm?
On the flip side, if you're looking after her kid, would you ask for money?
No. But I wouldn't have took the kids if I couldn't afford it to look after them.
So in my head, right, I kind of see this in two parts. The first part, if I've sent, depending on how many children I have, if I have 5 children and I've sent them over, I can't send them over empty-handed.
Okay.
It's just impossible, especially if the house they're going to, it just has one child.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I'm now adding a family to the mix, and you have to pay for that. I need to send something.
Yeah, I probably would have sent him like a little packed lunch or something anyway. Just little snacks and thing in his bag so he can pattern up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But in my experience, the child would want to experience how the other one lives. Unless it is that they're like, nah, sorry, run the jollof, please. I'm not going to get jollof over there and I need to eat. So, no. And also, if they go like to the museum or something, in my head, I'm running money with them.
Yeah.
I don't want that person to have my children as burden at all.
So if you feel like that, then you can then there should be a party that understands where she's coming from then. Because the person didn't do that. The person didn't move that kind of
two parts of this that I'm talking about.
Okay,
I first started with how many children do I have? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And if I just had one, I still in my mind, because it's my culture, I would still be thinking of not making my child a burden when they go over.
Yeah.
I don't want that particular person to think that I'm down at all. Do you understand? At all. Like, I'm not sending him because I can't look after him. So he's going over clean, or she, doesn't matter which gender my child is, clean with even a gift, you know, and little money, spending pocket money, and then they'll say, my mommy said if it is you need such and such hair, and he pulls it out and he said, here you go.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I don't ever want it to be a case where that particular parent is just questioning if I'm down. Do you understand? And that's just ego, 100%. But then on the flip side, when after the fact she now says, "Can you run me some money, please, so we can make this easier next time?" You paid $15, right? And you've itemized this thing, so you're looking at this child as though it's ain't really mine. You understand? You've come to use my child's space and energy. You need to pay for that. Do you understand? Even though I'd be looking after my child anyway, right? And to be honest, I'm probably not even looking at that child like that. I'll probably be doing my business and whilst they play, right? But you've itemized it like I've given you a yogurt pot and you need to run that money back. So what type of gift is this? What type of favor is this? If you've paid for this, am I daycare?
Yeah, but I hate that, but especially when you call them play dates, yeah, they're not necessarily, it's not like childcare, it's not a favour. It's the kids that's linking up and you're making them, especially people that's got like kids that ain't got siblings and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's to find companionship for your youth, stuff for them to do so they're not bored, whatnot in it. So it's like a little play date. It's not, some people might use the play dates for childcare, if that makes sense. But I feel like the initial thing of a play date is so the kids, so your youth's got something to do, got a friend to play with, so not bored. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
You're cheapening the experience, my
think?
child now. My child will know that type of thing is on that particular friend's head. Do you understand? He's thinking, yeah. My friend came over and we're chilling and whatnot. I open up my doors to him and we're living life.
No,
Do
it's
you
not the
understand?
child, because the child's not even privy to this information.
I know, but the little men, the little women, do you understand? Come, look at me, what are you doing?
Sorry.
What are you always trying to fix in the chat? I'm talking to you. You could look at it afterwards when
Okay.
your transition slide. Gosh.
Alright, go on.
I'm really, really puzzled because $15 is not a lot. Probably I'm projecting,
Yeah.
right? But how you've itemized that bill, $1. It's like, you have to pay for sex. Or when it is that you've had a nice day with a girl and then you kind of slide some money. It's like, what are you doing? I'm not a hoe. Do you understand? So you've paid for that interaction now.
Yeah, but I just off the mindset that if they didn't need it, they wouldn't ask for it. You get me? Obviously,
Say that beforehand. Say it beforehand. Don't after the fact.
There's that.
And did she have a receipt? She didn't have no receipt.
No,
She just sent a text.
done it off the top of the dome.
And then she sat on couch, wear and tear.
Yeah, that was gone from there. I don't think I would have paid.
But how come a yogurt pot didn't tell you, yeah, I'm done?
Because she paid.
$1 for a yogurt pot. I'm not sending my child over there just off the back of that. A yogurt pot.
Yeah, I hear you. But there's some people put themselves in situations because they're too proud to tell the truth. You know what I'm trying to say. So you're over there, you're looking after the youth,
Broke a toy.
and burdens on you, and because you got too much pride to be honest and say, look, I can't afford this. I need reimbursement. Now you're down bad and struggling over there because your pride set place. You get me? You have to tell them like, I kind of respect her honesty.
Yeah, I'll get vexed if I send my son with money in his pocket, right? And he didn't pull out the money. And then I get a text message. I'm like, hey, but didn't I tell you? I said, I'm sorry, I forgot. No, you have me in a position where I'm not, having that as opposed to me taking the first step to show you, no, we ain't need no handouts over here.
Okay, so apart from asking before the fact, is there a way she could have done it that you would have been cool with afterwards?
Tell me beforehand. Like, let's arrange this beforehand.
That beforehand off the table. Is there a way she could do it after the fact that you would be cool with?
Yeah, I guess. I guess I'd be cool with anything once it is I know that you've actually taken a leap of faith and texted this particular vulnerable position to me, right? But I would send probably $25.
Oh, she asked 15 and you're saying 25.
I might send $30. And I say, I'll run your child over here. I'll keep the money. Keep the money.
That's it. I'll take them. I'll show you. I'll show you how it's done.
For the next 5 times, let me look after them. Let me look after them. Yeah, because in my head, you've now sullied their childhood memories, man.
Can we run a poll?
What's the question? Let me actually put a proper question. What's the question? What do you want to know?
Whether they're cool with this or not. I don't know how you want to phrase the question, but whether not whether they would do this. How would they? I don't know. Would you be? I don't know. But I just need to know whether they.
You're not helping me.
Oh, how do you phrase the question?
I said I don't know what I want to know.
Would you be cool with this? Would you send Would you send your kid back to this house again?
All right. You send your child back to this house.
Yeah, maybe the conversation should have happened beforehand, though. But yeah, you gotta send the youths over with like a little packed lunch and all those kind of things, and oh no, but yeah, I ain't asking for no money or no play date. You know what I'm trying to say?
As you said, we could be projecting.
Yeah. Everybody's situation is different, isn't it? Everybody's situation is different. There's a part of me, like I said, there's a little part of me that respects her being honest about everything. You get me?
Yeah. What should the options be? Just yes or no?
What's the question again, sorry?
Would you send your child back to this house? So I'll put yes, this is a minor. I'll put nah, go away.
And C, fuck that bitch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not mad at her, man. It was the
itemized list.
Yeah, and it was just the wear and tear on the sofa. It's crazy to me. You're charging my ute to sit on your sofa. What type of wear and tear? Like, what are you talking about?
And there's a bit of venom in there when she says wear and tear. It means that you're not right in the head.
No,
Are you actually looking after my ute properly though?
What were they doing? Backflips? Like, what were they doing on the sofa?
And how did you work out that it's just $1?
Cheap ass sofa.
Does she charge everybody that comes over and sits on the sofa?
That's a good question. I would have said that back to her. I would have went through the itemized thing. I would have thinked it. This yogurt pot is 50 pence. This yogurt pot's 50 pence. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this don't cost this much. I'm not paying you for the sofa. And then bring it back down. Probably give her like £9.50. You get me?
I see validity in that. If you're taking the time to be so miserly, then I should take the time. Hey, can you run me the receipt for that pot, that pack? I need to work out how you got the $1 from that particular thing. Is it pack of 6? Pack of what? 12?
Pack of 4, pack of 6 maybe. $6 for a pack of yogurt. That's not right.
It doesn't sound right at all. At all. So I don't want you looking to teeth for me. So I need to see the receipts.
Yeah, if you're doing itemized billing, we need to
100%. And I will, once she shows the receipts, or she's getting aggy. It's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm doing what you're doing. We just got to do this right, so that our children have a nice environment to basically do this again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's little bits of it that I'm a bit mad at her for.
I was on her side if she turns around and says that parent had 5 children that she sent over. And she always sends them over every single Saturday. So I have to do extra food shopping, knowing full well that they love coming to play over here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
After a while, at least send something.
Contribute.
Yeah. There used to be my father told me like a culture of my next door neighbors' children being sent over for my grandmother to cook for, because my father and his brother were good friends with them. That was the neighbor I was saying that it was a witch. Yeah, and then I think I told you that when she died, that she was in the basement after the fact, looking after Ghoul as a snake. Yeah, that's the one. You are so privileged to have been born in this here country where this kind of stuff is not real to you. It's just a joke. It's a Thursday morning joke. You would never survive back home.
If I was born there, I would.
Yeah, ever. Especially in a prior generation. Because that's when it was like rich.
Yeah, no, as much as I hate this place, I'm kind of glad I'm bored here still.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Definitely.
Anyway. So we have a culture of every time we cook, we have to cook more just in case anybody pops by. Every single time. And I guess each time I cook, people are always wondering why I cook so much. It's that particular culture in my head. And even when you have like a family cookout, I cook plenty knowing full well people are going to bring like containers and stuff.
Even if we cook and we just and like we've only cooked for the family or whatever, but someone comes over and it's dinner time, that food's getting broke down. That's just like standard. There's no there's not enough for you. If you're here and we're gonna consume, that food's getting broke down. I'm pissed because I'm getting a smaller portion, but it's the game.
Yeah, that's not what happens in the house. There's no small portions. It's just too much in the first place.
Oh, just abundance.
Yeah. It even came up to the point where when there was just a couple of us, 2 siblings still in the house and the rest had gone, Mommy would still be cooking massive pots. And then Daddy would always like, there's nobody here. There's nobody here.
But just in case.
No, it wasn't just the case. It was just stuck on. It was like nobody too. There's nobody coming over.
That's lit though. If I was you, I'd love that. I could have seconds and thirds and you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Have it in the morning for breakfast and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, but it came a point in time where Mommy was cooking what she liked. And she was there experimenting with these these mint leaves and like herbs, like had a strong taste. I can't remember what it was called. And I'm like, mommy's saying, how come you don't eat? I said, one, I cook for myself, right? And two, you only like that.
You're the only
And
one
you
that
only
likes
like
that.
that. I'm not wasting anything I don't even eat.
No one asked you
Nobody
to
asked me
make,
to
to
do
make
that
this shit.
at all. And then there will be a look on her face of disappointment. I was like, what are you doing? We've been here before. I've told you, I don't eat that. I've told you, if it is you want me to participate, if you want me to partake in that pot, then make it edible for me.
Make something I like, innit?
Not even that. Just don't make the thing that only you like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't do that. I've had a whole history of you doing wavy stuff. Like my mother, threw down, 100%. My father, 2. Ooh. But he does things differently. Like very, very differently. He loves to cook with a lot of coconut milk and stuff. So why am I going on memory lane and we have news? Anyway.
Wait there. What else I want to talk to you about? Did you watch the OV Hole concert?
Is that what it was called?
Huh?
Is that what it was called? No, I didn't, but I'm seeing bare clips online. Tell me something. They weren't Bloods and Crips and Pyru on the stage, were they?
Yeah.
This is not real.
Why?
Their beef isn't supposed to transcend. No, it is supposed to transcend.
They've
stuff
had
like this.
they've had ceasefires before. They've had OGs in the neighborhood bring Bloods and Crips together before. I don't know whether the peace lasted. And obviously there's bare different sets, so some might be in peace and some might not be and whatnot. But that's not like new.
All right, it's not foreign, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something more close to home. In your heyday, there were warring like ops, most fiercest. Would you be coming together on a let's dance on a stage thing?
For Kendrick? No.
Not for Kendrick.
For
the
anyone.
equivalent.
Not for anyone.
And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
There's
saying.
no one. Skepta, Gigs, Gano, nobody. No one. Who? Wiley.
Suppose
no
it was.
one.
Suppose it was. London riots. Mark Duggan.
Nope.
Suppose it was to fight against the. You have to call back. I've now activated the phone. Suppose it's the fight against like racism.
Nope.
And this is what I'm thinking. So why they, Bloods, Crips, and Pyrus, and they're probably more in it. Yeah, Bizlats and Fifth Streets and all those things on the shield.
But their gang culture is a bit different. Their gang culture in America is definitely different in England. You know what I'm trying to say? In a sense of maybe nowadays there might be like people recruiting and joining and whatnot, not. But a lot of us that was together from back in the day, we didn't really see ourselves gangs. It's all we're from the same place. We're family. We're brothers. We're friends. You know what I'm trying to say? Like so, it's different. I feel like it's different. Them man, they are like more like an organization. So it's like I don't know whether they might not have the same malice in the heart. Some of them probably beefing and they don't even know why. You get what I'm trying to say? It's just because of whatever it may be. So I suppose, and obviously it's been going on for years over there. So many bodies have dropped and stuff like that. They might just stamina, man. They might just be. It might be in a time and a place where you know what, for real, man. Let's knock this on the head, man. What are we gonna do? Kill each other forever?
I think this is bollocks. What? And obviously, I'm not from them places, so I can't speak to this, right? I wonder if there are any American listeners listening. If it is, that they can speak to Mark saying that it's all like vanishing. It's not really as mad as it is or was in Hackney. Because that's what you're implying. Good morning, Ramsey.
What? That fucking what? What? That's what I'm saying. This is what I said. Kendrick's the best.
You watched that
The
live,
whole
innit?
thing was. Oh my! No. You know what? It was up at like stupid o'clock, innit? I was asleep. I was still recovering from this cold. Shout out Mike Tyson on the Discord for giving me the link. And I saw a couple clips, but fucking hell, that whole concept was a diss.
Yeah, is that the first disc concert in rap history?
It must be, bro. It must be. he had everyone there. I think LeBron was there, James Harden was there, Russell Wilson. If I know the name of the basketballer, bro, there's a problem in it. He had
Westbrook and I see the Westbrook and
yes,
DeRozan
that's
on
it.
stage.
Yeah. So he had all them men on stage. I think I started it earlier on this morning, and he had DJ Heads come up with his own set, and then they started off the concert by, to me, I think they had like unsigned or like underground kind of West Coast artists to start up the concert. So it was literally just a whole day for West Coast. And then I think from when Kendrick, this is only based on the clips that I've seen, because I kind of want to save it to the rotation for next week. But then when Kendrick came out, I think the way they even introduced Not Like Us, Dr. Dre was the one that introduced it. Yeah. It's just sick. It was crazy.
Not Like Us looks sick. It looked lit. I can't lie.
Do you know how many times you played it?
Like, huh?
5.
You know how many times Nah, 6 times. Of course, he done it 6 times.
What, 6 God?
6 God. Freaky ass nigga, you're a 69 God.
You fan.
That sounded like a Negro spiritual.
I knew you were going to be so happy. I knew he was going to be so happy today.
I'm so gassed. Like this is what I tried to tell you, man. I tried to warn you, like, and no one got it. Everyone, he's the weird guy with the weird voices. Here he comes. Oh, another backpack rapper. He hasn't done shit. Like, I can't wait to watch it, to be honest. I got the link, but I'm waiting for Amazon to release it on like 1080p.
I like watching the clips of academics watching it back. That's funny.
He gets.
No, he watched the concert.
He weren't that mad. He was just like, he was trying to hate, but his heart wouldn't let him. There's
my God!
There's certain parts where he's just like, it's like he's shocked, can't believe what's going on. He don't want to think, but then there's certain parts where it's getting good to him. You get me? You can see him like.
Oh my God!
He had a guy recently said that he alleged that Kendrick paid him to play Not Like Us by a bots.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
And then
around.
Yeah, and then someone checked because he posted up transcripts from his bank account, and then someone looked up the business he had, and it wasn't even a registered LLC in America. So yeah, academics are doing his best to try to resurrect Drake. Okay. That's all just jokes, man. Sometimes I just go back and watch his watch academics' response to Meet the Grahams straight after Family Matters.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he was, I don't know, man. Meet the Grahams.
He was livid. But yeah, I just thought I'd come and chime in for our 2 cents. Yeah, whatever you say, bruv.
Are you going to watch the whole thing, Brent?
I think you should, man. It's got everyone. It's not just Kendrick.
How long was it?
Off the top of my head, I think it's like, you know what? Hold on, I don't know. Let me check.
I don't know if I would even watch a full
Oh, shit. It's 4 hours. It's 4 hours.
Yeah. I ain't great.
I could only get through that if it is a 2x that. And if I 2x that, I'm not listening to music anymore, am I?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not just Kendrick. It's Keem, it's J-Rock, it's DJ Head, it's Dr. Dre. Hey. I'm assuming Snoop Dogg comes up. I'm assuming Corrupt comes up.
Whole bunch of niggas.
Bare people.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, you're bugging. You're bugging. but bear in mind, this is he done it in LA, and they're doing it for West Coast. So it's got all the hyphy guys, all the DJ Mustards, YGs, like all of that. It's all for them.
Yeah, it was always going to be like
that. It's like a cultural moment.
It's an LA concert. That was some Los Angeles shit.
Yeah,
like he knocked it out of the park, man. That was a home run.
Can you imagine a 4-hour concert of all your favorite artists from your town?
That was crazy. Back to back, like I don't think he even got to perform back to back like that. Back to back used to go off, but that Not Like Us.
Yeah,
the clips that I see going around, and then bringing everybody out on stage. Like yeah. It looked cold. It looked sick.
Apparently, people saying that he filmed the video for Not Like Us right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's cooking.
Like Brothers in Paris.
What did you just do?
I said Brothers in Paris.
What did he just do? You know when he's not in mixed company, he ain't saying brothers in Paris.
Oh my days, bro. Oh, all right, you know what, Brent? Go suck yourself out. Mugs, love, yeah? I'm out.
Later, brother.
All right, love.
I had to double take. I was like, I ain't never heard that song before. Then I realized what he did.
You gotta respect it, no? Wasn't it? Was it Ramsey that put the lyrics in the group? He was trying to shit about it, or was that someone else?
And that was that he did that.
Yeah, but he was trying to shit about it, right?
Well, I have to always point out stuff that shouldn't happen.
So then now he's done that. You got a problem with it. You can't win.
No, I was stunned for a second. I didn't know the song. Then I realized what he did. So I'm like, oh, let me say, oh, what did you do there?
That's
I do stuff in real time, you know.
Yeah, no, I respect it.
Yeah. Brothers in Paris. But for me, him saying Brothers in Paris, it's like, what are you doing? Because he could have said that song with Jay-Z and Kanye.
That's crazy. That is crazy to me.
You'd rather him say niggas in Paris? Because it's the name of the song, right? Yeah, you don't mind about that kind of stuff.
That's what they called it.
Yeah. Because that's what they call it, then cool.
That's what they called it, man. So I ain't got no problem with no one saying the name of the song. If that's what they wanted to call it. So you just put it out into the world and you get upset when people say the name of your song that they was dancing to and bought and supported and all these things. It's crazy to me. But again, it's not me. I believe the problem is calling the song "Niggas in Paris" in the first place. Not anybody that wants to say what the song is. That's what the song's fucking called. But I get why he didn't do it right there, right now. I get why he didn't do it.
I have to keep him and say,
what? When they were doing the what, they was flipping, they was chopping the camera. Like every what, you get me? What?
Serious?
Different angles and all that. The production was high in there.
You really enjoyed that?
For me?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that shit.
You just watched the highlights?
Yeah, I just seen clips on YouTube.
Okay.
I mean, not Twitter.
Okay.
So I'll just see whatever clips go around on Twitter and whatever like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what Drake does.
What the hell is he gonna do? What can he do? What's he gonna do?
No, not now. Like when he puts music out again. Because it's going to be subliminals. It has to be.
That would have been tough for Drake. That was a tough night. There's a whole disc concert and they loved it so much.
Question: if you were Drake, would you watch it?
Yeah.
And it would have been tough for you to watch it?
Not tough to watch it, but I would have been. Yeah, like obviously it's not tough, but you would have been pissed.
You would have been pissed?
Would have been like shit.
Shit. I don't know about that, man.
Like he's going off. He went off. Like it went off. It's not like he tried and failed or nothing. Like he done his thing. Like you can see. Go watch the footage. It went off.
No, 100%. But I'll ask you if it is you in Drake's position, if it is that you'd feel the way you're saying that he'd feel, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, now I'd be pissed because I'm a man. I need to get back. Revenge is sweet like mango. So in my mind, I'm going, what the fuck? I'd be trying to work a master plan to level this playing field.
Yeah.
And then I'll come to the conclusion that there's actually nothing I can do.
Well,
That's why I'd be pissed.
I do believe that there is a plan in play.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
No, it may not, because you've been labelled a paedophile at this point.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to level the playing field. There's nothing. I don't.
That's the challenge, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody's seeing a way out for this. You've been branded. And this was like a hip-hop moment.
Remember, this is just rubbing salt on the wound because this is all after the fact. He's already lost unanimously. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So you need to... your comeback plan would have been to get your W back after your L. This is separate. This is more...
Yeah.
This is digging the hole deeper.
Yeah,
This is putting you deeper in the ground.
Fair. But when you and Loons talk about Jay-Z and Nas, he tells you that he got finished with Ether, and you're like, but he became bigger after Ether, so who actually won? That was your argument all the time, right?
No. We was talking about the Ether and the Takeover song, and I was saying that at the time, Ether hit the streets. It was crazy, and I thought it was crazy, and obviously, he won. And I'm saying over time, where we are now, because that was decades ago. I don't play Ether. I still play Takeover. I've never been a Nas man like that anyway.
That's why you don't play Ether?
No. There's other Nas songs that I might play.
When was the last time you played Takeover?
Last week. Probably come on my car. Jay-Z's on my light list. Jay-Z comes on all the time.
Okay.
the Blueprint album.
Okay.
I listen to it. I hear songs off there regularly. Like regularly, yeah.
Well, if it is your Jay-Z man, it makes sense that that's what's in your likes. You're not gonna hear Nas pop up at all.
I haven't got any Nas songs in my likes, but I should have though, because there's some bare Nas songs that I like. You know what I'm trying to say? So I need to fix that. But my like songs get updated as and when. Like there's old albums that I need to go through and take off all the songs that I like on them, like like loads of them that I haven't got worked my way around to doing yet. So if I actually sat down on the day and was going through all the songs I actually like, there'll be bare Nas songs on there. But
God forbid you ever tell me that you've actually done what you just said that you were going to do just now. Because if you ever tell me that, that meant you had a lot of time to do this idle thing. And this one thing I've asked for you to do, you ain't delivered it yet. You will be literally doing what Kendrick did, but putting all these niggas on stage, all these brothers on stage, and saying, wah. And I know in my head, if I don't pester you, September's going to come. You're going to be dancing in Malta, you know, with our resident.
because if they play Not Like Us over there, I mean, I know it's R&B and they got no reason to, but you know,
They will.
DJ might be free and frisky. Yeah, I'm gonna... That is gonna go off.
All right, let's read some Spotify and get into the headlines. Plus,
all right. What comments we got from Spotify? Synth Wincy says, "I'm never going to watch Aladdin with the same childlike wonder again. Margs is slowly winning me over. He's hilarious, minus the Man United bits." What can I say? It's the effect of having people. Belinda says Margs is ideal, you know. I like Belinda. It's a nice name.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's got a clean heart and back. That's just what I pick up from Belinda.
Fair.
Heathers 9 says Aladdin smashed on the carpet. Too funny. Also, not the groom to be exerting his VO on air. A good practical example of the VO discussed still. I like those comments. Pick up all the Spotify commentators.
All right, let me just end this poll and give you the results.
Let's see the results.
The question was, would you send your child back to this house? 45% said nah. 29% said yes. This is a minor. Oh, fair. And 25% say F that B.
Yeah, so it's definitely a no. That's like 70%. No. But yeah, man, she didn't do that bad, man. It was crazy. I think it was the once when you see when you
got that sofa tax.
when she put in the sofa tax, I said no. She's taking the absolute piss.
Oh man.
All right, cool, man. Let's get into some headlines. Crypt walk is gold. I hear it. Tales from the crypt, man. Our first headline says, oh shit, I read the wrong one. PM's protection officer arrested for alleged bets. A police officer working as part of the Prime Minister's close protection team has been arrested over alleged bets about the timing of the general election. The officer was initially suspended by the Metropolitan Police and then arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Mr. Sunak announced 4th of July as the date of the general election on the 22nd of May, taking much of Westminster by surprise. The Gambling Commission is looking into alleged betting offences connected to the date of the election. The Met was contacted by the watchdog last Friday, which informed the force that it was investigating alleged bets made by a police constable from the Met's Royalty and Specialist Protection Command. The officer was arrested on Monday, then taken into custody and bailed pending further inquiries. The matter has also been referred to Independent Office for Police Conduct. Oh, we done the Ivan Toney thing. That's bait. My second headline, Labour tried to gag black lawyer who wrote party's own racism report. So Labour attempted to gag a prominent black barrister who authored a report that exposed a hierarchy of racism within the party. The Ford report, an independent inquiry into Labour's culture that was published in July 2022, found that the party was an unwelcoming place for people of colour. Why did I jump? Shit. Sorry. Unwelcoming place for people of colour, and had a toxic culture of factional disputes between the parties right and left. In March 2023, Mr. Ford gave an interview to Al Jazeera in which he said that no one from Labour had been willing to discuss the recommendations further and highlighted concerns raised by ethnic minority politicians within Labour about racism in the party. In response, it has now emerged that the Labour Party sent Mr. Ford a robust legal letter seen by the Independent, accusing him of acting against the party's interest and advising him that it was considering all of its options. Lawyers accused Mr. Ford of having made extensive negative and highly prejudicial comments and questioned his professional conduct. Speaking to the Independent this week, the respected barrister said, "I'm a private individual. They can't silence me. I fundamentally object to people saying to me, you don't know how to behave as a professional. I'm afraid that black professionals get it all the time." The barrister also told the news outlet that quite a high proportion of black and Asian councillors or prospective MPs felt they'd been subjected to disciplinary action, which had been deliberately timed to exclude them from qualifying process or selection. Oh, wow, okay. It's usually 3, why have we got 4? Nigel Farage comments worrying for Muslims, says community leader. Comments from Reform UK leader Nigel Farage about Muslims are worrying, a community leader said, as he called for other political leaders to step up to address divisions. Iman Attar of the Tell Mama organisation, which monitors Islamophobia in the UK, accused Mr. Farage of attacking and undermining Muslim communities in an effort to get votes at the general election on July 4th. Last month, Mr. Farage said there are a growing number of young people in this country who do not subscribe to British values, in fact, loathe much of what we stand for. When asked about Conservative plans to bring in national service for the 18-year-olds, asked during the interview on Sky News, he was referring to Muslims. Mr. Farage said, "We are." Mr. Atta said, while his comments were disgraceful, they are nothing new, referring to other remarks he has made within the past decade. The Reform Manifesto, which is dubbed the contract, stated that multiculturalism has imported separate communities that reject our way of life. These men trying to make Britain great again. Our first segment of headlines is about the White House disputes Netanyahu's claims that US is withholding weapons from Israel. The Biden administration has reacted furiously to criticism by Benjamin Netanyahu that the US is holding back weapons and ammunition from Israel in its war in Gaza, reportedly cancelling a high-level meeting with Israel officials on Iran in retaliation. Netanyahu made the claims of a supposedly deliberate weapons delay in a video posted on X, in which he implied that Israel's ability to prevail in the 9-month war with Hamas was being hampered as a result. Speaking to the camera in English, Netanyahu said it's inconceivable that in the past few months the administration has been withholding weapons and ammunition to Israel. Israel, America's closest ally, fighting for its life, fighting against Iran and our other common enemies. During World War II, Churchill told the United States, "Give us the tools, we'll do the job." And I say, give us the tools and we'll finish the job a lot faster. This guy's a madman, you know. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre told reporters, we genuinely don't know what he's talking about. At a later news conference, Blinken said that the only delayed weapons were 2,000-pound bombs that Joe Biden had ordered to put under review because of concerns over an Israeli plan for an incursion into Rafah in South Gaza, where up to 1 million people are sheltering. Netanyahu is a real madman. Man said, "Give me the tools and I'll finish the job quicker." Do you know what he's been doing over there?
Madness.
He wants to kill more people quicker. That's crazy. All right, cool. That's the end of our first headlines. Let's get into what you saying topic of the day.
Thank you.
Welcome to topic of the day. What's our topic of the day? It can take as little as 24 hours to destroy your life, but what can be done to better it in that same time? What ideas can someone implement to drastically, after 24 hours, change their lives?
Found it.
Found
The first dilemma, so I can give you context.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
If you can destroy, you could change your life in 24 hours. People's life change in 24 hours all the time, not just for the worse, not just for sometimes for better. They say you work your whole life to become an overnight success, but then again, that's just not one day's work. That's a lifetime, like you're saying, delayed gratification. Brent, what ideas can someone implement to drastically change their lives after 24 hours? Any participation here will be welcomed as well. Make sure you use those phone lines.
I would love if he had given us starting points. Like, what's their current situation, and then what could we suggest that is practical to change the circumstance?
I'm stumped, isn't it?
Change your life. Danielle would be perfect at this question.
Call up, Danielle. Should be watching now. What can you do to change your life in 24 hours? Give your life to the Lord. Get baptized.
Would that change your mindset? Would that give you a new approach, a new purpose? Is that why you're saying that?
Yeah, like you'll feel different. You're walking a new light.
Have you ever given your life to Christ?
Yes.
How many times?
Twice.
How old were you the first time?
20.
What? You serious? All right, cool. Where were you?
Prison.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me some context. Give me some context.
Okay, I'm joking.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying. Obviously, I got closer to God in jail. I was alone. You get what I'm trying to say?
When you say you got close to God in jail, what do you mean?
Just read my Bible more.
Who gave you a Bible?
Got stronger in faith. Huh?
Who gave you a Bible?
I had a Bible.
Who is this faith that you're talking about?
Christianity.
This is cool. Wait a minute. So when you went in, didn't your mother give you a Bible?
I don't know where my little Bible is. I had like a little blue one, and it's been in my family for a little while. But yeah, I had it in prison.
Do you know where it is now?
No. No, I don't. My mum might have it.
And you used to read that Bible how often?
Most days.
And you were in prison for a little while, weren't you?
Only like 15 months.
All right, so a handful of months. It's a few, right?
Several.
So funny how you said 15 months as opposed to a year and a bit. But okay. All right, so did this bring you any comfort, reading? Were you reading other books as well?
Did I read any other books in jail? No.
Just the Bible?
Yeah, music and the Bible.
What type of music were you listening to? Gospel? What were you listening to?
What albums did I have in jail? Off the Wall, Thriller, Jagged Little Thrill, and the new one. What was the last one called? With the red cover? Can't remember. Had Jagged Edge, Young Jeezy, Fug Motivation 101, James Morrison, Mariah Carey, Emancipation of Mimi.
So in your darkest
Come
moments,
Home With Me, Cameron.
R&B and Cameron. R&B and Dipset brought you through it.
R&B, Dipset, and God.
And God.
Yeah.
That's an album title. Maybe mixtape. Maybe mixtape, to be honest. All right, cool. So
I said R&B, Dipset, and God.
so
Mixtape's crazy. No, what's track one?
all right, so you didn't actually give your life to Christ. you just got closer to God, right? Have you ever given your life to Christ?
When they're saying in the church, oh, if anybody wants to come up and give themselves to God, come to the front and say these
That's
words.
one way.
And blessings and that, yeah.
Have you ever asked God to basically come into your life? Have you ever said, I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins?
Yes.
What, just in Sunday school? Just repeating it?
No, I done it in church. I told you there's times when...
You walked up to the altar?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How old were you then?
I can't remember, man. 20-something. 20... I was there because my mum church... What church was we in? It was in Ruach. I think it was in Ruach Church.
Ruach Ministries.
Ruach Ministries, yeah.
Oh, so tough. Ruach.
You know about Ruach, yeah?
Yeah, everybody knew about Ruach. I didn't go Ruach, though.
Oh, you know Bishop John Francis?
No, I didn't go Ruach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we used to go Ruach. I couldn't remember how old I was. I'm trying to think, was this before I went to prison or after? Shit. I don't know. Maybe after. So I would have been like between probably like 22, 23, 24, them kind of ages maybe.
And did the pastor, because I'm guessing your mother wasn't a preacher at that time, so she was just in the audience, congregation next to you. Did the pastor talk straight to you?
What, when I felt like he was when I was sitting in the crowd.
Yeah, that's how it works, isn't it? That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt like it was direct.
Yeah. Did you cry?
No.
Why did you say it like that? Why you say it like that? Do you think that men can't cry? Shouldn't be able to cry?
Do you know that
Is
saying?
crying a sign of weakness for you?
The saddest thing in the world is seeing a man cry, seeing a grown man cry.
Yeah, you like a lot of quotes and stuff, right? But in this particular scenario, I'm asking you: do you find it's a sign of weakness to see a grown man cry?
No, I've cried before.
Okay, so you didn't cry then, though. But you felt compelled to go down the aisle. What were you wearing that day? Can you remember?
Nope.
Can't remember.
Jeans and a jumper, maybe.
Jeans and jumper, just regular clothes, right?
Yeah, I don't dress up for church.
Nobody really, well, depends on.
Yeah, some people put on their Sunday best, innit?
Yeah. I don't know why I was about to say nobody should dress up for church, but what I meant is that that's not the most important thing. Come as you are and that. So it was a long walk. Were you conscious of the walk whilst you walking up, or were you just transfixed and getting to the front because God was calling you up?
Yeah, I wasn't paying no mind to the walk or anybody there. I was just going to do my thing, going to receive my blessings. You get me?
Yeah, just your blessings, yeah.
And take my place by his side.
Take your
my
place by
rightful
whose
place.
side?
God.
God's side, all right, to join the cacophony of sons and daughters that he calls his own. Yes. So when you went up there, what happened next?
So there was then bare of us, and then obviously there's the main pastor, and you got bare different pastors and stuff like that.
Did you have your
around.
tattoos then?
Yeah.
All those evil ones on your hands?
Yeah. And then so there was bare different things, and then one of them came, I can't remember this pastor's name, but he came and he started praying over me. Because there was bare people there, weren't just me in it. There was bare people that walked up to the front.
Yeah, everybody basically came up because they felt God was talking directly to them, and he was talking directly to all of them.
And then there was maybe 4 or 5 other pastors up there, and they was just praying on people. And one of them singled me out. And he came and just showered me with prayer.
Yeah. Did you feel any different?
During?
Yes.
It was a moment. It was a moment. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, I did. I'm lost for the words. I don't know what word I can use, but I was filled with the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Why?
And did he ask you to repeat anything?
Yeah.
Do you remember what he asked you to repeat?
Just whatever the lines are. That's those lines, the same ones that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I give myself to Christ, and all these things. I don't know it verbatim, but you know it. You know it.
Yeah.
I said that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, did he say, all right, when the service was finished, come and talk to us and have some biscuits? And
They might have, but I don't think I did that.
so you cut?
Yeah, afterwards, yeah.
Like post-nut clarity or what?
No, I was just trying to go home, innit? Got biscuits in my yard.
But I said he's got rice at home. All right, cool. So, did your mother talk to you at all? Because in my head, she would have been crying. Because that was the first time you ever did that, right?
Yeah.
The first ever time. Even though she'd been talking to you about God for time, right? That's the first. And had your mother already been saved?
Yeah.
And that was a religious routine every Sunday.
My mum's deep in church.
She is now, but was she then?
Yes, then.
Okay.
She has been since 2002, maybe. Yeah.
And this particular time was when? 2000 and what?
This would be like 8, 9, 10, those kind of times.
Amen. So you've gone home. I'm guessing like she's driving you home, or
Yeah, I believe
all right.
so.
And did she talk to you in the car
What about God and thing?
about what you just did?
Possibly. My mum's always talking to me about Christ.
100%. But she doesn't always see you go and give your life to Christ.
Yeah, so I suppose she did just let me know that this was something serious, not to be
Like you should take it seriously.
not to be taken lightly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
make sure you walk in this light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
kind of things.
and in that moment, did you still feel different?
I felt good. I felt good that day. I felt good, can't lie. For the whole day I was walking around. Sometimes you do leave church feeling good, especially if you get a good word. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Sometimes you go there and the word's not for you. But obviously there's bad people in the building. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And there's sometimes you go there and this man or woman
Yeah.
could be talking directly to you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So when you have one of those services
Yeah.
where the words just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you sing with joy, with glee, because God loves when you sing.
Yeah.
You just feel great.
Yeah. All right. So how long did it take until it is you back on the streets?
Same day. What's that got to do with the streets? I was God's strongest soldier. I was outside. Man said, I never left the street. I was in the streets while I was in the church.
Yeah. I'm trying to basically go.
I
for
probably
a
had my
circle.
nank on me. Like, I'm in deep.
So you walked up with the sword of righteousness.
Tucked away. That's neither here nor there. There's been loads of righteous men. God sent them to kill people, bro. Like weapons. There's a place for weapons in humanity. I wasn't doing nothing with it at the time. Didn't hurt nobody. What's the matter? I got my knife on me.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody's business.
Let's get back in the book, right?
Alright, go
So, when you went back and continued doing any everything that you were used to doing, did you feel any different?
Mm-mm.
So after that particular day had worn off, it was just like any other day.
Yeah.
All right. And can you remember your mum referencing? Remember that Sunday when you did such and such? Anytime after that?
No, not really. But again, my mum always like when I have conversations with my mum, she's very faith driven. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, because Allah's are ordained. You know what I'm trying to say? They put hands on me. They pray for me all the time. I've been through a lot. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So anytime my mum talks to me, God will come in there somewhere.
Yeah.
A lot of conversations most time somewhere.
Yeah. Not everything happens in 24 hours. And this is testament to this. But your mother's obviously a patient woman, and you know that much, right? And I guess through seeing how patient your mother was, I mean, this could be something you could take when it is that you look to take time with your son, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I guess we subconsciously look to soak in and then practice. But for some people, like yourselves, the patience is a different level. And it's only God that could basically give her the strength in order to get that and continue, keep coming back. Because a lot of other women who like, nah, me dust my feet off, my hands and feet, and just leave you because you ain't changing, you know?
Yeah, no. My mum knows about perseverance.
So 24 hours, you're saying coming to a faith could change. I 100% believe that that's the case, and dependent on where God, whichever God meets that person, 100%, like 24 hours could change the mindset completely.
And then if you got say like certain religions, and especially like if you get in deep and you get entrenched in them, then it changes. Like there's cultural differences and stuff like that. So if someone joined like Islam, I'm guessing the next day they're totally different because they're moving.
Because a lot of things will have to change in their life.
You know what I'm trying to say? So they're walking in a whole new light now. Like just the way they have to carry themselves, their routines, the things that they do. You get what I mean?
I do. Do you think that one has to hit rock bottom before any sort of advice is adhered?
Some people are like that. Some people don't need to hit rock bottom. Some people could.
The type of drastic 24-hour change that Iman was talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about wherever you meet this person, they need a drastic 180, right? Do you think it would be rock bottom they need to hit before they're entertaining that particular advice?
Again, I know what you're saying with the drastic thing, but I think that's a case by case scenario. I suppose it's more effective when you're at rock bottom. You get me? To make that kind of change in your life, to make drastic decisions that are really going to change your life. Like it's usually when you're at the end of the road. It's when you're on the edge of the cliff. You know what I'm trying to say? That's usually when it's more poignant to you. So I can hear where you're coming from. I need to think of this. It's definitely easier to ruin your life in 24 hours than it is to change it for the better, innit?
It's easier to ruin your life than to change it. I do believe so, yes.
No.
Sorry, Danielle said that she had posted. I'm actually looking at Margs, so I can't really see the chat, so I've missed what you've done, but let me just see if course correction. Let me just put it up so people could see it. Danielle is co-founder of TNB, and also one of the things that she does is she's a life coach. I hope I said that right. So she always does this kind of stuff. People coming in and asking her to change their lives. Yeah. Course correction. Apologize. Apologizing.
What can change your life?
Yeah. I'll get into that just now. And forgiving people also. And obviously, I didn't know where Emmanuel...
Forgiving people can change your life because people can walk around with like a burden on them or like a hate in their heart. And that's just, like it can change your personality. It can, like... And then once you actually forgive someone, it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. The colours are brighter. Your head's clear. And you can walk forth in that new light and be a totally different person. So I'm with forgiveness.
You know when you say to God, like, please forgive me for all the sins I've committed. I'm sorry. That's an apology, right? That's an apology. When you're like, apologize. Do you find it easy to apologize to people?
If I've done wrong? Yeah.
Are you one of those people who, fair. If it is that you show me that I've done something wrong, I'll give it up.
Yeah. Especially, I don't apologize if I don't mean it as well. So it's genuine.
And do you use the words, I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm. If I've done someone wrong, especially someone that I care about. If I don't, so why are you doing these things for? I don't like doing people that I care about wrong or not doing right by them or them kind of things. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I'd apologize. Definitely.
And is that part of the reason as to why is that you had to basically leave and live by yourself from an early age because you didn't like hurting your mummy too much?
Yeah, I suppose. One of the main reasons was just like, me and my mum was clashing a lot at the time. And obviously we've been through a lot. She'd been through a lot just dealing with the passing of my brother and all these kind of things. And I just knew the road that I was walking down. And it just, it's just clashing and I just weren't helping. I know I weren't helping the situation. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just left.
Fair. All right, so rock bottom, where was I? What was I talking to you about?
Apologies. You was reading this and then you was damaged relationships.
Men damaged relationships. Hide.
What's hide? Let's get into that.
I love if Daniel would have called in, but she's busy right now.
Damn. What's hide?
Let me just Let me get back into the room. Sorry. My apologies. How did I take this off? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
2 minutes. You didn't realize you were doing that, did you?
No. All right. So, you can change your life by, you said forgiving somebody.
I think so. Just because walk around with hate in your heart, get me, it weighs heavy on you. And like I said, personality changes and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like having those kind of feelings, that kind of disdain and them kind of things for people, I think it can affect who you are. You know what I'm trying to say? So forgiving someone and genuinely doing it and like just letting go and moving on could make you feel like a fresh start almost.
Do you still hold on to hate for people, not everybody, but certain people, and you can't let that go?
I ain't like forgived everyone in my life.
But is that present with you? Unless, well, is it present in your quiet moments, or is it only when it's talked about?
Or only when it's put in my face.
Okay.
If it's a bridge come to it. I don't like to walk around. I don't like the people having control of me in any way, shape, or form, whether they know it or not. I don't like walking around hating people and feeling things about people. I don't like all that on my heart. I keep my heart clean, like for the most part at all time. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I ain't trying to walk around hating no one. So I brush off. I don't harbor those kind of feelings. I don't keep them on board because I don't, like I said, I just personality change and all these things. I just don't think it's good. Those kind of things weigh on you. You know what I'm trying to say? So for the most part of me, I draw off the duck's back. I try and let things go. And obviously, like I'm saying, there's something that you might not be able to let go, but it's not until it's in my face, then cross that bridge when you get to it, kind of thing. But I don't be walking around harping on things and hating on things and being bitter and stuff like that. Like I'm not a bitter person. I'm not a bitter person. I want to be happy.
All right, but I think you had said that the hate that you harbor, if you forget it, it doesn't burden you, right? So would you suggest to anybody try as quickly as possible to forget that hate that you harbor?
Yeah.
Than say, I beg you, go on, seek it, and then forgive these people?
They're one of the same thing, almost. Obviously, one's more different. You're going and seeking.
One is not in your face, right? Because you can't remember it. But each time it's brought up, it will grip you in that moment, right?
Yeah.
Right? But the other one is, if it's brought up to you, go and look to unburden yourself with that by forgiving them. Or not going, forgive them.
My version of forgiveness in certain situations is going to be forgetting it and moving on. I ain't trying to have no conversation with you. Even if I forget it and move on, I've moved on. I don't need to see you. I don't want to see you ever again in my life. That's what I've moved. I forgot about it. I don't think about you from day to day. I'm going about my business. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I don't want to come and see you and apologize. I don't feel like I don't need to do that to think anything. I don't need to have no conversation. Like I said, because these things ain't weighing on my heart. I'm not walking around harboring them. You know what I'm trying to say? My version of forgiveness, if that's what it is moving on. Just forgetting you. You don't exist. Forgetting it. Like I said, my day-to-day thoughts. You're not there. You don't exist to me. I've gone. That's my version of forgiveness in the sense of like that's like just moving on. I don't feel the need to go and address anything and look anyone in their face and say, "Oh, I don't want to talk to you."
Have you ever practiced forgiveness in the traditional sense? Your version, you're saying you just say, "I'm not talking to you anymore," right? I'm not talking to you. I have no engagement with you. That's my version of forgiveness, right? But for the traditional sense of forgiveness is, all right, I know what you've done, right? And I'm now saying, here, have it.
So say like a friend or something that's done you wrong. So forgiving them and then maintaining back that friendship how it was before, whatever incident had. So you forgive them literally and then you're going to walk forward with them together and move like nothing ever happened.
No, I didn't probably explain myself properly, because you can forgive somebody and decide not to have them in your space anymore.
Yeah.
Right. But in having a conversation with them to tell them, I'm not holding on to this particular thing that you've done to me anymore. I'm not harboring it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not having any animosity towards you about it. But I just can't basically have you in my life in the same way anymore. Right? So I'm not going to think ill will about you when your name comes up because I've forgiven you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't seek that person out to tell them that.
Yeah. So
if we cross paths and it happened, I could tell them. I'll be honest.
That's the question I'm asking you. Have you ever done that in a traditional sense? Have you ever sat down with somebody and discussed a grievance, something that had burdened you, and you've talked it through and then said, all right, cool, I forgive you for doing that particular thing or saying that particular thing?
No. I probably apologized in that sense.
As in, you've apologized to somebody for them to forgive you?
No, apologize to somebody for actions that I took.
Explain.
I'm the one that needs the forgiveness.
No, I understand it from that point, but I was more so talking
Saying
about
that from the other
other
side.
person seeking forgiveness from you.
I feel like I would have had someone come and seek it and had a conversation and been like, you know what, it is what it is. It's cool. It's fine. Move on. Yeah, I think I would have. Yeah, I think I have. Yeah.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning. It's Daniel.
Can you call back, please? Your
Sounds
voice is a
funny,
little
innit?
bit distorted.
No problem.
Thank you.
I said, God forgives. I don't. I like those t-shirts. The Get Back Gang. Sorry, people, I'm going quiet. Spotify crew. I was just trying to read the chat because I haven't had a chance to. Because obviously, it's a one-man show. You know what I'm trying to say? Sarah Verdi says, "Forgiving yourself is probably the most life-changing, especially that quick." Forgiving yourself for what, though? What kind of things would you need to forgive yourself for?
Call back.
Come on, Dan. What kind of things would you need to forgive yourself for? I'm stumped, you know. Email should give me some starting points. I'm trying to think. Well, obviously, the religion and all that kind of stuff is good. And the forgiveness and all that kind of stuff is good, like I said, because those kind of things that are a burden on you. And like I said, I believe that can make it, like taking a weight off someone's shoulders. Like, I'm not walking around with this no more. Definitely big. What else is there?
Morning. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Morning. Thank you very much.
Morning.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Oh gosh, now someone's calling me. Give me 1 second.
Cool. So I'm saying always busy.
Always working.
Yeah, I will tell Emmanuel from now on. Once it is that he's not in the room and he's like leaving topics of the days. If I get this information beforehand, I'll be able to read it to see if it is that it's enough prompting to basically have a conversation with just myself and you. But if it's done in the morning, I wake up and it's in front of me.
Yeah. Wait, there might be some other stuff in it that I can look at. 1 second, people. Is it easier to destroy your life at time period than it is to create and build your life in some...
Take three. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, amazing. All right, so the question is a little bit vague, but I actually don't think it's possible to ruin your life in 24 hours. I think that's a really short-sighted perspective.
You don't know humans have ever killed anybody.
but even so, even in that scenario, right? So it doesn't matter what the mistake is, we have the ability to recover and rebuild, right? I don't think there is anything that we can do that means that you cannot lead a fulfilling and purposeful life after you've made amends and look to either apologize to the creator, to yourself, to the people that you've hurt. I don't think it's possible.
That's on different trajectories. Imagine I was on the trajectory to be a footballer and I was destined to play in the Premier League and I was going to be future England captain and I had everything going for me and then one night I was drink driving and I run someone over and killed them and went to prison and lost everything. I've essentially ruined my life, and that's not even 24 hours. That's in one moment.
But that's still perspective. So at that time, your dream or your desire was to reach that goal. Goals change all the time, and it might not have even taken you knocking someone over in a car for you to decide at some point that that's no longer what you want to do. So there could have been an evolution of your goal even before that happened. People wake up and say, I want to be, I don't know, a doctor tomorrow. Then they get to their third year of university and they're like, F this, I don't want to be a doctor, I want to be a creator or something else. So you don't know if at any point your goal would have changed.
I mean, yeah, I hear that, but still, until like your trajectory was your trajectory, your mindset only changed after that incident. You know what I'm trying to say? That so we get to that point, and then that's when you start looking at the other options. Before that, you knew what you was doing. You get what I'm trying to say? You knew what you was doing. You knew what you wanted. So it's easy to say with hindsight, oh yeah, like I could have wanted to do something different, but you wasn't there at that point. Before that incident, X, whatever happened, you was on a trajectory, you was on a path, you was on a road, and you knew what you was doing. You had hopes, dreams, people relying on you, everything, and then your choices and your actions led for you to veer off that path. Now, if you find yourself in a different path and find yourself in a different line, you can claw your life back together, because obviously, like I said, you could have another go at it, which is fine, and you can mend things. So maybe, like I was just saying, in the long run, you're all right, and I get what you're trying to say, but you still ruined it, no?
Yeah, I think, again, it's perspective. You feel like you've ruined it, but you haven't ruined it. You just have to go down a different path. So, Brent, read out the question again that Eman wrote.
Your name is Brent?
Yes, can you read it up, please? I'm just pasting the previous thing.
Why does this thing keep jumping for? The question is, well, it can take as little as 24 hours to destroy your life, but what can be done to better it in that same time? And then obviously we were saying, what ideas can someone implement to drastically after 24 hours change their lives? So obviously, yeah, that boat was looking for the better. But yeah, that's what he's asking, isn't it? Can you change it for the better in 24 hours? Because I believe you could definitely change it for the worse. Even though you disagree.
Yeah, I agree. So the word is destroy. So define, destroy, ruin. It's the same thing. You think catastrophically that nothing will ever be the same. Maybe relationships are broken. Maybe the goal that you wanted to achieve is no longer attainable. But then you can turn things around. So like I said, forgive and apologize. And it's for yourself as well. You forgive and apologize to yourself for making the mistake that has destroyed your life as the thing that you wanted to live. And then my sarcastic comment about hide was kind of facetious, but at the same time, it's about, the third option for anything is always do nothing. Like, people move on, life evolves, things change all around you all the time. Sometimes just taking a step back and letting things unfold will then also give you the perspective to deal with any of the consequences of your actions.
So you agree, Brent?
Yeah, that's what it's reality she's talking about, no? Yeah, definitely.
I heard that. Can you give me any examples of things that you can do to change your life for the better in 24 hours?
Apart from what I've said already about the forgive yourself, so that you're not beating yourself up all the time. So you need a clean mind, right? You need clarity. So whilst you're there having your negative thoughts and self-harming through various narratives, you stop doing that and start looking to the future. What can you mend? What can you plan for? What opportunities are there to rebuild what's been broken? Set new goals. Start working towards those once you've got the clarity and the peace of mind.
Okay, because like drastic though, if that makes sense. Obviously, I feel like the forgiveness and that is one of them. Setting goals is something more steps that you're going to take to better yourself. If you can set goals for yourself, but that's not, is that going to be a drastic change in 24 hours?
Well, I can say what I would do. If I was to do anything that would completely shake the foundations of my existence, I would hide. But that's just my natural nature to be an introvert. I would piss off to the Maldives. and sit sit on a boat in the middle of nowhere and stare into space and just that's my form of being drastic, is disappearing.
So relocate, changing your whole situation, your whole circle, all these kind of things. That's a drastic change. That's a drastic change. That could put you on a different path. You move to a new country and this new journey. Yeah, that's I think that's 24 hours. You could jump on a flight and gone. That's one. That's a good one as well. All right.
Have a sex change? No, I'm joking.
Well, there you go. You did it. You did it. Big old facts. Big old facts. Any more, Brent?
Danielle Dudu, when are you coming in to be a guest host? So we can have you for the entire session.
Once I have turned into a digital nomad in 2 weeks and I have pure freedom.
All right, okay. So you've put it out there. Once you've turned into a digital nomad, I'm going to ask you the question again. Obviously not on air because sorry for putting you on the spot. But we would love to have you in the studio. I'm sure the people in the chat also would love to have you because that session would be a madness. I'll be clipping up for days. I'll be going all over the house with different topics and whatnot, and I'll be clipping up for days.
Yeah, that's exactly what I don't trust, Brent, to be honest, the clips.
Damn it.
It was going so well.
I'm not in charge of clipping anymore. So Babylon. Thank you very much for calling in.
All right.
You're very, very busy. So thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Blood, why are you pretending like you don't know I film every morning? I'll call you back, man. You've been dinging my phone down. Cool. It's moving 6. Call me like 100 times.
Piers Morgan would never.
Huh?
Piers Morgan would never.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Wap, 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 wap. Oh, man. All right, cool. Let's get into the next headlines.
All right, cool. Let's do it. All right, cool. So next set of headlines. Why does this thing keep jumping? Is someone editing it? Is he in there?
Remember, I said I was copying the previous dilemma so that you can have context.
Okay, cool. So, 5 firearm trainers sacked by National Crime Agency over falsified records. 5 firearm trainers at the National Crime Agency have been sacked after it was found they faked official records. The group were all dismissed for gross misconduct following an internal investigation into claims they had falsified records linked to firearms training between December 2021 and July 2022. Another 3 trainers resigned from their jobs before they could face disciplinary hearing, the agency said. It said 2 of them would have been sacked and the 3rd would have been given a written warning if they had still been in post. The NCA Deputy Director, Nigel Leary, said the NCA expects the highest standards of integrity and conduct from its officers. To do this effectively, it is essential that we root out misconduct and ensure we only ever have the right people working for us. And the Home Office unlawfully axed Windrush measures. The Home Office unlawfully dropped recommendations made by an independent review of the Windrush scandal, the High Court has ruled. The Williams Review report published in 2020 made 30 recommendations which were all adopted by the Home Secretary at the time, Priti Patel. But in January 2023, the Home Office, then led by Corella Graveman, said it was dropping 3 of them. On Wednesday, the High Court ruled the government acted unlawfully when it dropped 2 of the review recommendations to establish a Migrants Commissioner role and to increase the powers of the Independent Chief Inspector of Borders and Immigration. A legal challenge brought by Trevor Donald, a victim of the Windrush scandal, argued this was discriminatory, that sounded so wrong, and went against the public interest. The Home Office said it was carefully considering the judgment and will respond in due course. And now it's time to pay those bills. So we're getting into asking for friend people. Welcome to Asking for a Friend. Name me again. Okay, cool. So is this the dilemma that we're doing?
All right. So the first one,
The bottom one is the original.
yeah, the bottom one's the original, and then the update is the first one.
Okay, so I feel like I wasn't here for the bottom one. So let me just quickly read out this bottom
Alright,
one so I
cool,
can
cool.
get myself up the thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It says help. He dresses like a youngster. Sounds like she's talking about me. He dresses like a youngster. Okay, so I have been off dating for a couple of months now and decided to go back to the Hinge streets. I matched with someone and we've been speaking for the last couple of weeks. Haven't met yet, but from the pictures and FT, he's a bit of me. I like how he speaks, his mindset, banter, how he dressed, which brings me onto my dilemma. In the midst of this, I am a gym girly and I have been so focused on my personal development in my season of singleness because I want to be the best version of myself with or without a man. I have been approached by a man whose friend goes to my gym. He stopped me walking home. We have met up a couple of times for lunch, coffee dates, etc. 4 dates so far. On all 4 occasions, he's dressed like a 21-year-old. He's 33. I don't even know what 21-year-olds dress like, but he just looks young. I don't know what to do. So comparing both guys, he's way more intentional, but he felt a way when I addressed my opinion on how he dresses. I just suggested that he could have more varied wardrobe. He wears Air Forces with everything, even shirt and trousers. I love, I love a man in a linen shirt and just plain t-shirts, joggers, smart trainers, and the Hinge guy dresses to my spec. But the pros and cons are that the Hinge guy is giving slow love, and the gym guy has already told me he wants to ask me to be his girlfriend and to get to know each other within a commitment, which really took me aback. I don't know if he's love bombing or genuine. So that's my dilemma, LOL. Who seems best? Because I don't like talking to more than one guy at one time. And how do I update this guy's wardrobe? Honestly, I feel like I'm walking with my little brother. Last time he wore a bright orange jumper, a bright green backpack, some Air Forces, and light blue baggy jeans. Let me think. Green, bright orange jumper, green backpack, Air Force, light blue baggy jeans. He thinks he's still got. That's what's in nowadays. That's what the kids be doing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, could be
Yeah.
swagging.
Yeah.
I hear him.
At 33.
Huh?
Huh?
Brent, what colour's my backpack?
Your backpack is green. Tell me something. You didn't buy that, did you?
Nah.
All right, it was gifted to you.
No, it wasn't even gifted. I just took it.
What does that mean?
I just took it
From where?
from the shop.
Sorry. Did you steal it?
No.
So you asked to come in and get some stuff, and you said, I like that.
No, I was doing work. I was doing production. Remember, I used to work for Just Hype.
I don't know what type of bag it is. Is it just like bag?
Yeah, I think it's Just Hype.
Ah,
yeah.
okay, cool.
And I used to work for them, and I was in the office doing some work one day, and I wanted a bag, and I saw one on the side, and I took it.
Yeah, I'll change that for you. I got
I've got other bags.
Yeah, I'll give you a new black one.
I've got a bright yellow rucksack.
Yeah, I never see it though, so it's not your favorite to come to work in.
No, because it's just waste. This is our convenience. This ain't because it's my favorite bag. It's because it's always there, just lying around.
Yeah, I know you probably have different things for different reasons, right? And the normal churn of the morning is what you bring. That is what you bring.
Yeah, because it's just there. Yeah.
And I hear you 100%. When do you wear your luminous bag?
My yellow bag.
Yes.
Well, it's probably bigger, so if I needed to put more stuff in it, I'll just take it. If I was going somewhere and I needed a bigger bag, I'll just take the yellow one.
When's the last time you used the yellow bag?
I can't think. I've got a black one. Well, actually, I don't even know where my black one is, actually. I've got all black one, but I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it in ages. But I don't know when the last time I used it. But it's not because of anything. Like, I don't care. They're just bags. So it's not really like fashion statements or anything like that. If that makes sense. Are you going to get me a new black bag?
Yeah, I will. Only because
You don't like this one?
no, not that I don't like it. You can wear whatever you want to wear, but in my mind, sorry, I started saying something else. Remember when Daryl came and he had his bag and he took all the books out of the bag?
Yeah.
That's where all the books came from.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I told him that I'm going to send him some T&B merch and ask him if it is that he likes like bags, because I saw him with a bag. So I got a bag that you can actually use. You could double up as a hand luggage.
Is it?
for the plane. Yeah, it looks nice and everything, and it has one of those pull-out things. It's like a transformer bag.
Oh, give me that.
You would actually use it?
Yeah.
All right, fair. It's nice. It's nice too.
Yeah, give me that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, cool.
I'm taking a
And then
holiday.
he could also put it on his back as well. So it could
Yeah.
be two things.
If you can double his hand luggage, I'm with it.
All right, fair.
Let's get it. Let's get in it.
Yeah, but I don't expect you to bring it every day. That's not that type of rucksack.
I won't. I'll just use this. It'll still be on the floor in the corner.
I don't. That's how this is the issue.
Okay, well, get me a different bag then.
100%. And I've been screaming to you. You need to be a walking billboard. But, but you keep on fighting. There's too much choice. There's too much choice.
Just pick the stuff and just give it to me.
Fair.
All right, cool. So here's an update on the dilemma, yeah? The dilemma about the guy who just... And also, because my mum says it to me all the time as well. She's like, what? Like, not... She doesn't say that, why do I dress so young? But she's just like, you look young. Like, you don't... Like, every time you're around, you think that you look young. Like, it's like, why are you trying to... She doesn't say, why am I trying to dress young? But she comments on the fact that I don't look like my age as well. And it's not just because of like my looks and my face, whatever. It's the way I present. You get what I mean? She comments about it all the time. So I don't know if she wants me to start wearing button-ups more often.
You've never stopped to ask her what she means by that and what
I know what she means.
she expects you to be wearing?
I know what she means. You see me in tracksuits and snapbacks turned around and that. Sometimes I look like a kid. I know what she means. I look young. I dress young. I'm not... You know
And what does dressing your age look like?
I don't know. So I'm thinking maybe like button-up shirts, trousers, like just on like every day, like just trousers and shirts and thing, suit pants, cardigans. Yeah, kind of.
Doesn't that more speak to one's character or personality than age?
I don't know. I wouldn't
Like
know.
you just mentioned like cardigans and stuff. That it's not
Button-ups.
indicative of age.
It's grown folks business, especially certain type of cardigans, granddad hats.
That's taste though.
Yeah,
That's not really age. Because if you went to public or private school, right, you would probably
Dress like
wear like polo necks and that type of stuff because the type of crowd that you were around, and that's the culture of dress sense and whatnot. And cardigans would make more sense as it is that you, depending on where it is that you go in the stylings. But I don't see it as an age thing.
but maybe the way I present could change that because there's nobody believes the age I am. When I meet people like out in the street, strangers or whatever, and I go, no, there's not a soul who believes that I'm the age I told them.
Well,
I'm
it helps that you bloody don't look the age you are, Mags. It's your face.
Okay.
Do you think they will start thinking you're 40 if you put on like cardigans?
Probably. They'll know that there's something wrong with me. They'll know that.
No, they'll say small boy dressing up like his daddy. He played big man.
Look at him playing big man, innit? It's a small boy dressed up like his daddy. You're so dumb.
I don't know. I don't know, Mags. I really don't know.
Okay, well,
I believe that sometimes you don't make an effort at all.
there's that. I do that a lot. I don't need to. Because I don't need to. I know there's a time and a place. When I do make the effort, I want it to be
You make an effort for pen game because you're the face of the brand.
stage show. I'm on a stage, just like that. Music is. If I'm on a stage, then you need to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought the world was your stage.
You're trying to Jedi my trick.
Sorry. To the dilemma. If you were here, what would you have told her before you do the update?
I would have said the other guy, the one that you don't like addressing, sounds like she likes him, and it sounds like they're on a good path. And then she should just do what women always do, innit? Just change him. Just slowly add little bits into his wardrobe. Get me little things, little suggestions. Oh, baby, maybe you should. Why don't you try this? Or, oh, look, I got this for you. Put this on there. Oh, you look. Oh, I love that. Let's go with this. Just try change him a little piece. Or accept him for who he is, man. It's only clothes, man. Everybody's got different swag, different style, different sense. The clothes don't make the man. I'm guessing that's everything positive, all the cons that she said what she liked him for, ain't got nothing to do with clothes. You know what I'm trying to say? So overlook it. Either overlook it or change him.
Mm.
That's what I would have said. But she says, the dilemma about the guy who dresses like a teenager. How do I submit images to you? Did she?
You can't, no. So we have an email address, the day after at thenewblack.com. You can send pictures via there, or you can send pictures via Instagram or Twitter. We're on all social media platforms, the day after TMB. So if you want the chat to know what this guy looks like, this will be great. I love context. Then
We can put him up and blur his face out.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, anyway, what she's saying is, how do I submit images? We got for that. Also, it's unfolded since. He's now blocked. Wow. He was emotionally erratic and started this toxic cycle of telling me he loves me. Then when I don't respond how he wants, he will say things like, take care of yourself, blah, blah, blah. All that farewell crap. Then 2 days later, call me, telling me he misses me, crying, etc. So I blocked him. He called on his company phone, searched me on LinkedIn to save my profile pic because he misses my face. Just strange behavior for someone I've known for 2-3 weeks. But still would like to show you what I meant by dress sense. And of course, you can change things like dress sense over time, but honestly, it's part of the attraction. It was never about designer items. I'm a simple girl who just likes a clean look. Well, sounds like you dodged a bullet there anyway. This guy sounds like a madman.
Yeah,
I didn't think the update was going to be about like that. I didn't expect that. I thought we was going to get some kind of progress or something.
that is progress.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's progress. It's good that he showed her who he was early doors. Have you ever had that? Sorry, for the person who messaged in, please send that picture through. We actually want to see what this guy looks like.
Yeah, I want to see some of his fits.
Yeah.
But she didn't say they were bad. She just said they wasn't age appropriate. She just felt like he looked young. But then again, she did say I just like a clean look, so maybe she wasn't rating it. Whatever he was, it's nothing to do with how young he looked. Just whatever he was doing, she weren't rating it. That's what it was.
Yeah. And at the time, I think Ramsey was basically saying that, like, you can't be rocking stuff like that. So, and Ramsey is the connoisseur of obviously fashion. So,
Ramsey looks like he got decent dress sense. To be fair,
yes,
like that skateboarder flow. That Kendrick.
Yeah. He has a skateboard on his wall.
Yeah.
The level of crazy you've encountered. What's the worst?
I don't know. It's just like obsession, man. It's just people that's just onto me, and then just talking to themselves every day.
What do you mean? Sorry, in your Instagram.
Wherever it may be, just a constant bombardment of messages, and I'm not replying. And you're just talking to yourself every day, and having conversations with yourself, and then listening to things I say on the pod, and then telling me that I'm talking about you and referring to you, and talking about, oh, you was talking about me the other day. Oh, how could you do? What? Think about you psychopathic bitch. This is crazy. You think I care enough about you to come and sit on my big platform and talk about you? You lost your mind. So this is letting me know you're crazy, because I understand why you're doing these things. I don't understand why you're doing these things. Oh my God, you was outside my house the other day. What? I saw you. You was there parked up. Why are you being weird for? You should. Who you talking to? Me? I never fucking know where you live.
Wait a minute. Is this singular or plural?
That's just one person I'm talking about.
It sounded very specific. So it's just one person.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Have you had sex with this one person?
Yeah, but I didn't know that was crazy before I fucked them. I didn't know they weren't doing all that stuff before I hit.
With this one person, did you do the whole £200 date thing?
Nah.
So it was just sex.
Yeah.
This was just off the rip, bam, bam. There was no getting to know you. There was no small talk.
Nah. You know what it is? I can't get into it because just in case they're watching, then they're gonna all the things that all the things that they accuse me of, all the things that they accuse me of for, all the things that they accuse me of.
They've got 5 but it's too late.
All the things that they accuse me of that I wasn't doing.
He's talking to you, babe. What are you doing? What are you doing? From the time I said, is it singular, you said yes. What are you doing? What? You can't walk this back. You can't walk this
No, I
back.
can't do all the things that they accuse me of doing. Because then they're going to come back and say, see? I knew you was talking. No, I'm not doing all this.
Oh my
I'm not doing all this. I'm not doing all this. I'm not doing
It's
this.
not a sister though, is it?
I'm not doing this.
Hey, let me push on to the headlines, yeah? Last headline. Oh my.
I'm not doing this, man. Nah, man. No, man. I'm not doing all that, man.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
Oh, crazy, man. People are crazy in this life.
Oh, I saw you parked outside my house. Why you being so weird?
What?
Why haven't you blocked this person?
Huh?
Why haven't you blocked this person?
They're blocked now. They're blocked now. They're blocked now because I ain't got time. I ain't got time for foolishness. I hate foolishness. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone's actually, you know when someone's saying crazy things to you, and you're reading it, and you're saying, "Oh my god, you are fucking crazy." Crazy, man.
And I who?
Why you part of that? My just spun me, Brent. Because I'm saying what?
I thought it was plural, to be honest. I was gonna talk about crazy people, but you're like, nah, there's this one bitch. There's this one. Oh.
No, man said the asylum, you know. The asylum's been rocking all week, man. The asylum's been rocking all week.
Esther, come back!
We need Esther badly. You are the glue that holds this organization together.
You know, I actually thought if we should just say we need a week or two and then giving everybody time off and then start back like when everybody's here. That's what I actually contemplated at the beginning. I was like, nah. It might be interesting, me and Margs just chopping it up and whatnot. Hindsight. 2020.
Oh! But hey, this is just week one, man.
Oh. Hopefully, you're true when it is that you say that Manners was just taking a week in it.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I didn't discuss it, but that's just why I assumed it.
Yeah, because he's looking to line up a few party members
Okay.
to come through and rein this back into a morning show.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens.
Yeah, because Esther conveyed it was going to be 2 weeks. And E-Man didn't. It's just
Yeah,
going away. So I'm
fair.
just assuming that's a week.
Fair. I just assumed it was 2. But let's see. Tomorrow can't come quick enough, to be honest.
All right, cool. Next headlines. 2 Just Stop Oil protesters arrested after spraying Stonehenge orange. 2 Just Stop Oil protesters have been arrested after spraying the historic Stonehenge monument in orange paint on Wednesday. E-Man went there, innit? Witchcraft.
Yeah,
Remember?
he did. Yeah. He said he drove past there.
Yeah, he's lying. He was there.
Oh, boy.
They have been arrested on suspicion of damaging some of the stones at the ancient site near Salisbury, Wiltshire police said. Video footage posted on social media showed 2 people wearing white shirts running up the monoliths with spray paint canisters around 11 a.m. Members of the public were seen trying to prevent the protesters by dragging them away. That was definitely white people. I would not be bothering anybody spraying those stones. Like, I'll be like, why are you not doing this? Like, why are you doing this stuff? What are you not doing? I ain't touching no one. I'm trying to get sprayed. Anyway, several stones were covered in the substance before one protester stopped and sat cross-legged on the grass while another was dragged away by a woman. The protesters were seen being marched away from the site by several police officers in a separate video posted by the Just Stop Oil, who has said the pair had been taken into custody. Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer have both condemned the actions by the protest group, but they won't condemn Israel's actions. Trigger warning for our next headline. Women wins civil rape case against therapist. A woman who accused a therapist of raping her during a therapy session has been awarded more than £200,000 in damages after winning a civil case against him. Ella Jenner sued Michael Lasada, 57, over claims he raped and sexually assaulted her at his clinic in Belsize Park, London in August 2016. The High Court heard he said his penis was like a laser beam that could burn up trauma. Yeah, it could burn up the trauma during the £750 session. Ms. Jenner launched the proceeds after the Crown Prosecution Service decided not to press charges against him. Ms. Jenner told the court she had visited Mr. Lasoda after suffering panic attacks during consensual sex because she was abused as a child. She said she suffered a panic attack during the session, leaving her unable to communicate and incapable of providing a valid and informed consent as a result. Mr. Lauder, who has appeared as a guest on the ITV show This Morning, denied the allegations and said he repeatedly asked Ms. Jenner if she wished to continue with the session. In his ruling, Mr. Justice Jeremy Baker said he had no doubt Ms. Jenner was suffering a full-blown dissociative panic attack and that she entirely lacked capacity to consent to what took place. I'm even confused. Oh, okay. So yeah, she suffered a panic attack during. I don't want to get into that anyway. That's actually crazy. Our last headline of the day. Sudan accuses UAE of fueling war with weapons to paramilitary rivals. The Sudanese government accused the United Arab Emirates of fueling the 14th-month war in the African country by providing weapons to a rival paramilitary force. The UAE dismissed the allegations as ludicrous, calling it a shameful abuse by one of the warring parties. The clash came during a UN Security Council meeting at which Assistant Secretary General Martha Poby warned that atrocities are being committed along ethnic lines in Sudan's western Darfur region. She urged an immediate ceasefire in the North Darfur capital, El Fasher, to prevent further atrocities, protect critical infrastructure, and alleviate civilian suffering. Sudanese Ambassador Al Harif Mohammed accused the paramilitary rapid support forces of destructively launching its war with the Sudanese military and attacking civilians aided by weapons from the UAE. He said that Sudan had evidence of the UAE supplying weapons and that the government will submit a file on UAE actions to the International Criminal Court. And that is the end of our headlines. Let's get into reaction. Yeah, the weather's nice out there. Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out your sports headlines. Obviously, you know it is Euros. That is what's going on. Yesterday, we had Croatia versus Albania. That finished 2-2. Germany beat Hungary 2-0. They've qualified for the knockout stages. They topped their group. They're the host nation. They're cooking. It's not a good sign starting good, though. People don't usually start good and win all the way through. But it's the home nation. Might can carry them. And Scotland and Switzerland drew 1-1. Today's fixtures, we've got Slovenia versus Serbia at 2:00. We've got Denmark versus England at 5. And we've got Spain versus Italy at 8. And I'm pissed I'm going to miss that one. Such a shame. Because I've got to record. I'm going to go watch the England game. And I've got to leave when that game starts to get here to record. It's annoying me.
I'm going to forward you the pictures.
You got them?
They've just, put it through via WhatsApp.
In real time.
I'm going to forward it to the TDA group. Bang.
Let's see.
There we go.
Let's see what's happening here.
Are you in the group?
Am I in the group?
Oh, crap.
Oh my God, they're not even white Air Force. What are these black and gold joints? Yeah, it's not that he's dressing young. It's that those kicks are meaty. Oh, the bright Air Force with the luminous. I mean, yeah, he just he just expressed himself here. The blue t-shirt. I mean, them crepes are a bit bright. I'm known to like a bright piece somewhere, whether it be like something to do with my crepes or like a jacket or like a jumper. I could do bright somewhere. You know, you just throw a bit of colour into.
This isn't bad.
What, the blue t-shirt one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why she's onto him for that. He's expressing himself through his trainers. He's got Air Force tattoo on him.
In what continent?
Africa. Well, we're giving out all the information. If he watches this, he's good. He's the only man with this it's the tattoo. She's lying. She was lying. There's so much wrong that it weren't just, brother, that tattoo is horrendous. Yeah.
This is so interesting.
So he likes a bit of colour in his trainers and thing. I've seen that. That t-shirt, she just hates those trainers, but that one's not particularly, that's not particularly bad. That's not crazy. Those top ones are whack. I don't think we should put these up.
I wasn't planning to. She did say, I don't think we should.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is for your benefit.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think we should put these up at all because the jig's gonna be up. You get me? But no, I hear it though. But it weren't just there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors going on there. Like,
and suppose he is 36.
I don't think I don't know if he was 26.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
I don't know if he was 26. All that is whack. Crack is whack. You get me? Yeah, no, I hear her, man. I don't think that was gonna work. That's just killing me. But I mean, I feel like that's not necessarily, I don't think she's just using young to replace the word bad.
Well, Ramsey did say bad, didn't it?
Yeah. I think she's using young. But yeah, if the guy's watching, he 100% knows it's him.
I bet he's probably not watching. Wait, there's more.
It's got more pitch.
Did you see these?
No.
This didn't come through via the WhatsApp. So, hold up.
Well, he's got average rates.
He's got other joints.
And she actually got so many pictures. She was just taking pictures of him on the sly, you know. She hated this man. She wanted him dead. Oh, I actually got so much
Nah. I don't
photographic
think that's
evidence.
The case. I don't think that's the case because these images look like you would normally take if it is that you've gone on a date and then like, cool, let's just.
The ones with them gold shoes, no. She took them on the sly to send them to the group chat to her brethren. The ones with the gold shoes, that's not a posing. It's just his bottom half. It's just black jeans and the shoes.
You might be onto something.
Why? Can you see more pictures?
No, I'm just seeing the angle of this gold shoes one.
Yeah. She's taking him on the sly. She hates this man.
Hate is such a strong word, but
No, she wants him dead.
I see it. Let me just send the rest of them. There you go. Boom, boom. These are the ones you haven't seen.
Let's see. We've got some more. Oh no, that first one she's hating. He ain't done nothing wrong. She's hating on that first one. Oh, because he's got the low dunks with the shirt and the trousers. Nah, do you know what it is? He's got the shirt on, but he's probably got the dunks on and thing. Them last three ain't bad.
It's not, Max. It's not.
Them last three ain't bad.
I think she just has a particular taste, and
I
think she has a particular taste.
Them last three ain't bad.
Even
this
that last
pair,
one, that looks clean.
Yeah, he looks like he's
coordinated with the sofa.
Yeah, and he's probably got the low dunks on with his ankles out and thing. I've seen that look. I see what he's doing for real. Yeah, it just don't work.
So you recognise his steez?
No, I've seen this. I've seen this. I've seen this look in the streets.
Okay.
Yeah, Esther said that she wanted wearing suits on date night. Like what? Like this one here, the speck around. See this hair. This is calm. I don't understand what she's talking about. She just don't. I told you she hates him. Oh shit, my camera.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't get you.
I done it by accident.
So you did it. I apologize.
Because you know someone's gonna Roll back, pause, screenshot. Shit, cut that bit out, Brent. Fuck, why did I do that?
Nah, yeah. It's good that he showed his real self to her very quickly because I don't really see too much wrong with the attire. As Mark said, I've seen people wearing this quite often. But
Yeah.
the tattoo, that's dedication.
That is yucky.
That was dedication.
Hope you internet police don't start trying to do investigations and start trying to find people from my little slip up, you know. Serious. Serious. Don't do it.
I apologize.
Don't do it.
Apologize.
It was an accident. Don't do it. This stuff's got to stay within the community.
You're so funny. That tattoo is so interesting.
I can't believe I've done that, man. I hate myself.
Reaction.
Anyway, yeah, we spoke about the reaction. There's a headline here. Well, we've only got one. I spoke to you about the results. They want to talk about Scotland earning a draw with Switzerland because obviously it's the home nation, but we don't need to really get into that. McTominay gave them the lead in 13 minutes. Shaqiri equalised just 13 minutes later. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm guessing they both had chances to win the game, but the score remained level. That leaves Scotland with 1 point from 2 games. They're just going to try and beat... who's the other one in their group? Hungary. They're just going to try and beat Hungary because the gaffer came out the other day and said it's not even a must-win game because really we just need 4 points to get out of the group. So they've got the one on the board now. Then I guess they're just going to go gun-ho and try and do the Hungary thing and make it through. So if it works for them, they're not in a bad position, man. They'll be all right. And man's removed everything and still kept this head of the sexuals things there. E-man's got problems, you know.
You don't know how many problems he has.
Huh?
You don't know how many problems
he's
he
sick.
has. And
You know, like he's sick, like. Oh, that's the end of another great show, man. Let's get into our outro.
before we go, did you see that clip doing its rounds with the 2 Scottish people talking about rice?
Press it. Let's do an outro. Okay, so go on then. The 2 Scottish people talking about rice.
They were basically saying that Musiala,
Yeah.
he justifies the hype, but Rice, he doesn't understand.
What,
His
the rice hype?
Yeah.
Rice is cold, though.
Did you see that clip though?
No, I ain't seen it,
Let me
no.
try and find it quickly so I can show you the heat.
Rice is a baller. You know what I didn't like? The stupid English press talking to Kobe Mano, talking about why didn't you play for Ghana and all this stuff. And
Is that what he was saying?
yeah, and all this crap, asking him about Ghana, or so was England, that wasn't never a choice. You know, just whatever, just questioning him playing for England. And like, I see someone retweeting, like, yeah, why are you asking Declan Rice? Because we got video footage of Declan Rice on the Ireland top. Or asking Harry Kane and them, man, why ain't they playing for Ireland, these things there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They're always just taking the piss, man. They're always taking the piss. They're so fucking annoying.
I think Declan Rice is very overrated. Like, don't get me wrong, I think he's a very good footballer, but the way...
Who's that, McLean?
That's not Scottish, is it? It's
No,
Irish.
he's like Northern Irish or someone of these
Irish.
things. James McLean.
The English media wax lyrical about him. I think it's completely over the top. Like, for me, he's not world
Oh, I love the Irish accent.
class. World class to me is someone who gets in every single side in the world, and I don't think he does that. I don't think he gets in the Man City side ahead of Rodri. I don't think he gets in. I know Cruz is now retired, but to me, Tony Cruz is world class. He dictates the game. Rodri dictates the game. I don't think Declan Rice does that. He's not someone who's going to get on the half turn, play passes forward. He's very good at what he does.
So you're not a different type of player, James?
Well,
Yeah, you're right.
they play the same role.
Listen, he's no
so,
different type of player, James.
You know,
That accent's cold. Big up the Irish guy, man.
the same role, so why can't they do the same things? If you're gonna give him this much of a hype and you know, reputation, then surely he should be able to do what they do, is to get the ball in the half turn, play passes forward, and dictate the play. I don't think he does that. He's good at what he does. He sees danger and he puts out fires, but you know, for the hype that surrounds him, then I don't think it's justified.
Before we go into Hungary, just because he's brought up, what was the phrase you used? What did you liken him to earlier?
Yeah, it was a...
Yeah, that's me.
What's that?
Yeah, that's me. That's me hearing him say that off air and knowing that if I prompt him on air, he'll repeat it. Hear this.
Poor man's Roy Keane, I suppose. He's a similar style of play without maybe his intensity and aggression.
Oh.
Called my poor man's Roy Keane. Question. Do you agree?
I think he's being harsh. Sounds like he's being bitter. Declan, he's not doing world class things. I wouldn't put world class. I wouldn't put world class bracket. I'd put him in elite. I'd say he's elite. He's an elite baller. I think he's cold, and I think he can be a world class player. I think he might have been. He's not on the money. I don't think Declan Rice is overrated. He's overrated if people are trying to say he's world class. Then you're overrating him. But if you're giving him his just dues and actually talking about how good he actually and literally is, I don't think he's overrated. He's one of the top midfielders in his role in the league, and the fact that the league's one of the best leagues in the world, then you could have to say like in the world. I don't think he's better than Rodri, but I think he's very cold. I think it's like, I don't know, it's like 6.5 doesn't have, but there's little bits of truth in there, but it does sound like it's coming from a bitter place to me.
Question. Who is world class in that position?
Rodri. Boy, even though he went Saudi, he looked like he could still do it the other day in the France game. Kante. Before this season, Casemiro. Would he put Cruz in there? Is he retired now? Is he still playing? Tony Cruz. Maybe that's about it. I don't know.
So the first year that Casemiro played for United, he was world class for you?
I mean, obviously, like I don't think obviously he's had a bad season and he can fix it and get back to his level. But Casemiro's a top player, top midfielder.
No, I don't dispute his history before he came to United. You mentioned the last year? No. I'm asking about the first year, the one that you didn't mention.
Yeah, well, he started slow. Remember, he scored a lot of important goals for us. I think he even scored in the League Cup final and he got us into Europe. Not like him by himself solely, but he done a lot of good works in that midfield. He had a good season. He was doing bits. He was doing bits that season. I know United haters ain't gonna hear where I'm coming from, but he was moving cold that season. He done very good for us. He done his job, done what he needed to do, got us top 4, got us a cup. Like I said, not just solely him. Obviously, Rashford hit 30 goals all season and stuff like that. But Casemiro was doing dope that first season.
The reason why I asked you is because you didn't mention it when you said the second year, no. So I assumed you meant the first year he was world class.
Yeah.
So was he world class the first year?
Yeah.
All right. And by that measure...
Okay, yeah, go on. By
that measure, do you think Rice for Arsenal was better than Casemiro was for United the first year, this year?
This year? Has Rice been better this year than Casemiro was United for the first year? I don't know. I feel like that Casemiro first season was more important to United than what Declan's done for Arsenal, maybe. So maybe not.
What did you just say?
It was more important. Casemiro's performance that first year was more important to United than Declan's performance this year was important to Arsenal. Like Casemiro's works was of more importance.
All right, fair. I'm not saying I agree, but fair.
Okay.
I asked the question, you answered me. This year, who was the most pivotal player for us this season?
Your most pivotal player?
From what you can remember.
Odegaard.
Any others?
You said the most. There's only one most.
No, fair. Because I can't dispute that, right? I have a few players in my head. So let's just say I didn't say the most as singular. I said I changed it to the players that were transformative for Arsenal, pivotal.
Declan.
Their name kept on coming up all the time.
From what I watched, my performances, Declan, Odegaard, Gabriel. I would say Saliba too, but I don't want to say both of them because I think Gabriel's better than Saliba, or more important than Saliba. Secretly, I know he's not get it, but you don't watch football how I watch it. Like Gabriel's serious stuff, and Saka. Even though
there's a shout. I can hear you.
Even though he might have dropped off a little bit, and when it mattered, he wasn't there for you. Like Saka's vital. Saka's vital for you, man. For what's going on. Saka, Gabriel, Odegaard, Rice.
No, Kai?
You don't want him dead. Oh, sorry. You know what it is? Like I said, I was telling you that from the beginning. Like that's why Arteta kept persevering with him, kept persisting with him, because he is actually important to the way he's play, to the things that he does. You know what I say? The movements he makes off the ball, the positions he picks up, his hold-up play, his link play and his passing and stuff like that. And obviously, you don't need his goals. You weren't getting from Gabriel when he went up top. You see what he done for you. So it might be a bad shot either. Actually, yeah, Havertz was quite important for you lot.
All right, let me get back to the point I was making. I think that this whole world-class conversation always looks to make pundits, not just on TV, but also on social media, look real stupid in my eyes. Like real stupid. It's as though the fact that this guy has now said, he can't be world class, because there was a conversation between Foden and Saka. Like Saka's not world class yet, but Foden is world class. And you agree with that, wouldn't you?
I mean, they're different players. Saka's different, man. Saka's so cold. I don't think Saka's so cold. And
until he wins something, that's when you call him world class, right?
Well, I suppose that's the argument, isn't it? Foden's done it on a bigger stage. Obviously, what did they do? They've done a quadruple on that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
but Kane is world class.
Yeah, but that's different though.
I know. When it is that you say metrics for something else, then you say it's different. That's fine. That's cool.
No, because he's at the top of the pitch and he's putting the goals in the onion bag, and
Saka's not doing that.
No, but he's scoring and playing to a level where you put Kane in any team in the world, you just saw him just go over Bayern, didn't win nothing, but broke every goal scoring record they got over there. Like Kane is a world class striker, bro. Even if he wins nothing,
I'm not
his
disputing
whole
that
life,
he's world class. Remember, I was the one who suggested that you use the same metrics to apply to Kane. I'm not suggesting he isn't world class, so let's not go down that particular route because you're going to be wasting your breath.
But I'm thinking about the Saka and Foden one. Is Foden world class? Well, we're at this tournament now, and obviously it's Gareth's fault because he's not finding the right role for him, but he's not doing world class shit at the moment. Bellingham looks more world class than Foden right now. You get me? Bellingham's looking like a world beater. So it's any stage: Champions League, Euros, La Liga. Flipping this close to winning Bundesliga. Like he's world class. 30. Is Saka world class?
Is it easier to basically call somebody world class if it is that they are performing in a team of world class players? For example, Man City wanted Rice. As soon as Rice touched down, that first season that he played with them, I'm sure people would be saying, yep, Rice is world class. Even the fact that Pep wants Rice, people would say, yep, he must be world class.
But I don't know what his role would have been because Rodri's there. Remember, Rodri ain't lost in 70-something games. Rodri only lost because of us at the FA Cup finals. Rodri don't lose games. You know what I'm trying to say? So he's there playing, doing his thing. Rodri's a different level. You know what I'm trying to say? So if there's levels and Rodri's world class, then it was safe to say that Rice ain't there yet. So then saying that Rice ain't world class is not a bad thing.
No, don't do that. Because we are from a generation where we grew up on world class all across the pitch, all across different teams, all across different leagues, right? Left, right, and center, you're just seeing class all over the gaff, right? And some of them are even much better than the ones that we're even talking about right now. right? But now you're saying that if Rodri's world class, that means that Rice isn't there. So he's now the marker of world class, full stop. The benchmark, full stop.
Just in that position. How many world class players would you say are in that England team?
Kane. Foden. Saka. And how I gauge it is if I just lift Saka up and put him in Real Madrid, I think his game raises a bit more, right?
Whereas Vinny plays on the right too, or does Vinny play on the left?
He plays on the left, no?
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I can transport him and put him here. For example, when Sterling was at Liverpool, would you have classified him as world class?
I don't know. Nah.
I would have. But maybe my particular bar is too low.
At City, he was cooking. In my mind, in England now, there's 2 world-class players. And I know you're going to say I'm not doing the prisoner of the moment thing. I'm not.
You're not going to say me, no?
No, I'm going to say Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham.
Harry Kane? Sorry. I don't know why I said that. Thinking that you meant Maguire. Stupid. Because you said Harry Kane and I saw Maguire's face. I was like, what? But yeah, I agree. Both of them are world class.
Yeah, just them 2. That's it. There's no other world class players in that team.
Cool. That's fair for you to say. But
there's elite players.
For me, elite and world class, for me, in your eyes, it's a matter of trophies. That's all it means to me. Because
Kane ain't got no trophies.
On a given day, you would see those same people you call world class not performing, and those elite outperforming. For example, last game, what did Harry Kane do?
Fuck all.
But yet he still remains world class in your eyes, right?
One game can't make him.
Hear me.
I'm hearing you. I'm listening. Yes,
I play football, right? And that's how I basically view this particular thing. I can basically tell if it is a man is a good footballer, right? Based on how he's playing the game, even not just in training, because you can tell a lot in training, but when the lights are on you, it's a different thing completely. And even how it is that he does what he does. Last season, I wasn't happy with Saka. I know a lot of people are saying this to Alex. I wasn't happy with him because a lot of the games he didn't. It's like he was afraid or injured. I don't know, but he wasn't performing in the manner in which I've seen him performing, right? But I wouldn't pluck him out of that particular world class framing because I've seen him at his best cooking consistently. Right? So whatever then happens, it could be a case where there are things happening behind the scenes that we don't know about that's affecting his play. But I've seen him world class. I've seen him doing things that Robin was doing time and time again. Right? So that's how it is I view these particular players, and I would say 100% world class.
Once you get to that top level of football,
Foden, world class.
See, once you get to that top level of football, there's not much just splitting hairs with things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they're all exceptional players. They all got exceptional ability, technical ability, all these kind of things. The things that sets the top players in the world apart.
The results, the trophies,
not necessarily trophies, not even just trophies, but it's about performances. It's about your consistency. It's the consistency and the level of your performances. You know what I'm trying to say? And some people get it done and play hair across the board. This is them. They give it to you. Like there's the consistency is what is setting these men apart. There's certain man that's got a certain skill set. Like say like dribbling and taking on players and stuff like that. So say someone like Hazard, like low center of gravity, dribbling looks good. There's other players that you could put in that mold that can do the things that Hazard can do. But when he was in that league, he was giving it to us week in, week out, consistently. You get me? On top levels, Europe, rare. And this is what's setting you apart. So this is what sets you apart from the other normal man. It's not necessarily just ability, because they've all got dope ability, but you have to do it. It's like what you're saying, when the lights shine the brightest, you have to do it.
That's why Saka's world class for me.
Also, but this season in the running, towards the end of it, he disappeared for you lot.
Yeah, like I said, I believe that the rumors were that he was carrying a knock for a long while. So that doesn't stop him from being world class. Like I've seen him consistent. And then when now there are rumors of him getting knocked, then his thing waned, and he's playing every single day. There's no cycling at all. None. He's playing every single game. After a while, that's going to have some sort of effect on his body, man.
I'd give it Odegaard in Uzo's team, man. different gravy.
Yeah, he's world class too.
Just level, and that's what I say. It's that consistency. Just always doing what he does. Just doing that.
Gabriel,
to a high spec.
Gabriel's
your best defender, man. Gabriel's your guy.
Whew.
Like, Gabriel is your guy. Like, trust me. But I don't know, man. Foden, they've got it, you know. They're in and around it. Even all of them. Like, whether I suppose it's a matter of opinion on what you like and what you're looking for and what you think and how you gauge these things. But they're all in and around it. Like, they're all top players.
Yeah.
Saka, Foden, like they're very.
For me, when you say elite,
yeah,
and world class, I see no difference.
Say Spider-Man.
I see Spider-Man, because on any given day, that same elite player would outperform that world class player. Or in that tournament, that elite player would outperform that world-class player and still come away with people saying, nah, he's still elite because he didn't win that particular tournament. I can't do that. I can't split those particular hairs and take away what they are due off the back of, nah, call this world-class or call this elite. Sorry, it's the same thing to me. They're the same thing to me.
I get that. Well, from your logic, then, Rice is world class then.
I do believe 100% because if you pluck him out and you put him any team he drops down in, he makes them better immediately. In the top 4, 100%. And that's why Man City was after him. Because one could argue if they got him, it's a wrap for everybody.
Well, you can take comfort in knowing that they're definitely elite and you see them as the same thing. So
yeah, I see them as the same thing. I don't split hairs over that. I don't get into that particular kind of conversation. I find it so asinine. That conversation is so asinine. Oh, he's world class. No, he's elite. No, he's world class. No, he's elite. That's for me. It's like, what are you doing? And the two players that you're talking about, crazy. And on any given day, one could perform and one couldn't perform.
Do you think Man United's got any world class players?
From, I don't know, Man United's team because they're always injured. So, y'all have no world-class keeper. Y'all have no world-class defender. I haven't seen enough of the short guy because he's always injured. So I can't even gauge how he plays. I haven't seen enough of him. I haven't, man. I haven't. Have you?
Who, Martinez?
Yeah.
He played the whole season last year, year before. Martinez, if you're not playing world class, Martinez is an elite centre back.
I told you
elite.
I don't watch Man United games, right? The games I do see him in, he's playing against us.
And Casemiro is
he's playing against Liverpool and break his ankles.
Casemiro is a top boy. Obviously, it's hard to say off the back of the season that he's had. Obviously, you do the recency bias thing. So me saying it now, people probably get a lot of pushback. But Casemiro is a top boy, a world class midfielder.
I don't know what happened to his mentality.
And Bruno.
I don't know if it is that he doesn't want to. I love Bruno. Bruno, Philippe, right there, up there, world class.
Bruno's different gravy.
Right there. I would say he's world class. Bruno, world class. There. I just don't like him. Just don't like him, but 100%. Talent. Beautiful. So that's who I'd mention. Nobody else. I wouldn't even mention Casemiro because I don't know where his mind's gone.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't want to play football. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Yeah. But outside of that, you ain't got nobody else. Once Rashford comes to Arsenal, world class.
Luke Shaw. And on that note, people, trust me.
But he doesn't get the games anymore.
He's been injured.
Precisely.
So you're just doing recency bias, and it's just only about now you're talking about.
I told you I can't speak to your short defender because I haven't seen enough games, right? Because I don't watch United like that. So you can tell me he's world class because you watch him all the time, right?
World class might be strong.
When I see
United,
United, I'm not seeing Luke Shaw playing because he's injured. I can't turn around and say I need to basically factor Tierney in there whilst he was playing for Arsenal because he was never playing.
He's injured. He's been injured all season.
I can't say
he's
all right,
in Germany.
Throw Party in there.
He's in Germany
now. I can't say throw Party in there. No.
He's in Germany now. Tierney. Luke Shaw.
Yeah. No. But what does that mean? What does that mean to the point I just made about United?
It speaks to something because obviously you're saying you haven't seen him play. No one ain't seen him play, but he's still there. He's England's best left back. He's in the.
Is Maguire there?
No, because he's injured.
But he would have been there, right?
Yeah, he would have been there.
That just means that he picks who he can trust.
No, but again, you've got to separate the two. And England, they wear different hats. It's just like Pickford for Everton. I don't rate him like that. Pickford for England is proper good.
I think
Maguire's one of England's best centre backs.
I think Luke Shaw is dope, man.
Out of the England shirt, you might not feel like that.
Jess
but when the shirt's on,
I think
he's one of their best guys.
Just always injured. Just like Partey, dope, but always injured.
Yeah, availability is the best ability.
That's the one.
All right, there you go, people. Nice little discourse for you. We're out of here, man.
Later.
Thanks for taking part. See you in the morning.